Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Millionaire Mafia. I really appreciate you guys joining me today. Super excited because, as you can see, I'm wearing my soccer jersey for the Avengers. This is our third year of coaching the Avengers team. I've been coaching soccer for about 7 years, and we just started a couple days ago. We had our second practice today. Katie and the kids are actually at the Twins 8U practice right now, and so she's going to meet her team for the first time tonight. We got a couple great returning players from last year on my team. This is my 10-year-old, well, soon to be 11-year-old Jackie playing, and she is kind of, if you've ever seen the movie with Rick Moranis called Little Giants, if you remember Icebox, that's Jackie. She's Icebox, right? Hulk smash type stuff. And she's got a really good friend of hers that just moved from Colorado who's also on our team. And Jackie might have a little run for her money. So I'm pretty excited to see them go out and lay a hurting on some boys this year because we do play co-ed. And it's gonna be a blast. So super excited, looking forward to it. And Jackie actually was the inspiration for me to do this video. And it's gonna sound like why would you say that at first, but you'll see why, and because she has the exact opposite personality and mindset. But something that I hear all the time, and I wasn't the best at playing baseball. I wasn't the best Cobra pilot. I wasn't the best instructor in the world. I'm not the best real estate investor. I'm pretty good at a lot of that stuff, and that's not me trying to toot my own horn. It's just I've done it for a while and I'm becoming more experienced, and I get better and better every day, right? And that's what we should shoot for, right? Be the best that you can with the skills and the assets that you have available to you, and always strive to be as good as possible, right? But what I see all the time, and I see it a lot in people with that scarcity mindset, and I really see it in business, and I see it in other investors, other sellers, other buyers. People are looking at, and this really happens a lot of times, I'll be honest, when people are breaking into the industry or unfamiliar with the process or the industry in itself. And this is my least favorite phrase, right? And it can be used in a lot of ways. And it is, it must be nice to ... fill in the blank, right? It must be nice to have time for that. It must be nice to own one of those. It must be nice to be able to go on that vacation. It must be nice to find real estate deals like you do. It must be nice to afford that. And you know how I feel about not being able to afford something, right? It's not that you can't afford it. You just haven't figured out how to buy it right, okay? Nothing drives me crazier. Nothing is a more limiting and scarcity mindset thing like that phrase, in my opinion. The reason I say that Jackie reminded me of this, you're like, well, man, you sound like your kid sucks, right? No, the reason she reminds me of and she's such an inspiration to me and to her teammates and other people, adults and kids included, is that this kid doesn't know quit, and she doesn't know, like, it doesn't register, like, the fact that she might not be able to do something. And for example, I say, hey, Jackie, you think you can do that? And she just matter-of-factly is like, yeah, right? And she's never even done it before, right? I'm saying it jokingly, and she's like, or even if I'm not even saying anything, she looks at somebody do something on YouTube. A lot of people, and they're awesome, they're great, they're very entertaining, but the Dude Perfect stuff, we'll watch it, and she's like, I could do that. And she probably can't, because those guys are freaking amazing, and they've probably done it about 1,000 times before they get the one shot. What do I see a little bit later? I look out in the backyard and I see Jackie out there working a trick shot or doing something over and over and over and over. Or we're on the soccer field and I get on her for something, because I don't know about you guys, dads, moms, if you coach your kids, you're probably harder on them than any other kid on the team, right? It doesn't need to be in a demeaning or derogatory way, but you expect a lot out of them because they're your kid, right? You don't want them to throw shade on your reputation, right? Right? You gotta make them represent the family, right? You expect a lot of them. Well, it's also great when you expect a lot out of them and they expect a lot out of themselves, and you come home and you find that thing that you got on them for that they weren't very good at out in the backyard, working on it over and over and over and over, right? And that is the exact opposite of it must be nice. Because the way that Jackie looks at life is it will be nice. It will be nice when I do this, when I get to that point. Not it must be, right? She doesn't even think that way, and neither should you. It will be nice when I'm making $1 million a year. It will be nice when you buy that 100th property, right? It will be nice when you achieve financial independence and become self-reliant, right? It will be nice when you do fill in the blank, right? Think that way. It doesn't mean that when you think it, it's going to happen the next day. It could be days, it could be months, it could be years. We have to think positive. And there's nothing, I really don't think there's anything that limits you more to achieving your goals and becoming successful and becoming financially independent than saying it must be nice. All right. Curious what you guys think. What is your least favorite phrase that you hear people say? Not like, saying it's for sale versus it's for sale. Not one that just irks you, but one that has to do with limiting mindset or having that defeatist mentality. What is the one that you've heard over the years? And if it's the same one as mine, I'd be curious to know. If I'm the only one that this bothers, that might be kind of weird, but it is what it is. But if this is kind of the same thing that bothers you, I'd love to hear it. So anyway, this is a real quick one. Just wanted to throw that out there. I'm super proud of all my kids, but something about watching Jackie just get out there and get it and throw the hurting down. It just makes me smile. So I had to throw that one out there. Go ahead and subscribe, share with other people, tell them about our goals and what our thought process is and what our end state is, to have that self-reliant abundance mindset so that we can all become financially wealthy. Till next time, guys, here's to your wealth.